like Wayne's World. Even though Greg's not here. You have to do it, yeah. Even though Greg's not here for another week. But Greg's fine. We don't want to put anything in rumors. Greg is just busy with some family things. He'll be back very soon. This is Palmer.
Hi.
He's not a listener.
Well, I mean,
but he's
I
my
should
friend.
be a listener.
He should be, but he doesn't listen to what I do because he has to talk to me other times. So why listen to me for an hour each week?
No, has to. I get to talk to you at other times, right? We've been friends for 25 years, so 26, I think.
Yeah,
99 or 98?
99, 90, 95.
95?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because 93. Yeah, 95. So
Yeah.
30 years now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
great.
And and Palmer, when I went to college, I moved from the Pacific Northwest to the middle of, well, not the middle, northeastern Arkansas. Moving from Puyallup to northeastern Arkansas is not a culture shock, but
Maybe a little.
moving from the Northwest. Palmer was one of the few friends I had that actually knew about comics and read them and did things. So we talked a lot about comics. We were also on the debate team together because we're nerds, and that's okay. Because Greg and I also got Greg on the debate team at Lower Columbia. I don't even know if you know that.
Oh, I think I knew that. I think you told him. I think we've talked about it before.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just a kind of spinning around. Hey, funny book forensics, right? It's like debate.
Yes. It's all connected.
Well, since Greg couldn't do another, we will do Booster Gold, I promise. I even bought all the Booster Gold issues just so I could do them with Greg. So this is going to happen. Booster Gold's going to happen at some point. But right now, I told Palmer, I said, I've got 1 week with you. Pick a story that you read at some point that's a one-issue story that wraps itself up in one issue. And so we battered around some ideas. There was talk of some Doctor Strange really scary issue.
Yeah.
Where we questioned the universe and life itself. I'm not sure that over the last couple of weeks that maybe that would have been the best choice for right now at the current political and social climate and attitudes and feelings.
Yeah.
So we picked something much more fun. We have Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Nightcrawler. Marvel Team Up number 89 if you want to read along.
Yep. Published in 1980. Yeah.
80? Oh, no. Cover date 1980.
Cover date 1980.
Release date.
Sorry.
1979.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I have a problem because I don't have the cover of my copy of the book that I ordered because I was a 10-year-old when I got that book. So, or actually, 1980 would have been 9. I didn't take care of my comics.
1980, 1979. You weren't 9. I would have been like...
I would have been 8.
Oh, that came out before my birthday. I would have been, 4?
4?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit older than you are. But yeah, I just, when I bought comics, and I'm still... Dan and I have conversations all the time about the reason we read and buy comics, and I don't buy as many as I used to, but I read for stories. I love the stories, and I've never paid a whole lot of I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to inkers and artists and pencilers and writers until Dan started talking more about them.
Though you have a good eye for what doesn't look right, though, and I think that's sometimes a fun thing too. Like if you've consumed comic books for any amount of time, you can look at art and say, I don't like that.
Right.
And I think that's okay. That's probably not going to be the case in this book for most of it. But what we have here is Marvel Team Up, and Palmer and I were talking about this too. I kind of dug into these books too. I got into Legion of Superheroes because of a spotlight story on Starboy, which meant I got introduced to all these characters. And then I was like, oh, this is crazy. Well, Legion of Superheroes, they naturally have like 1 billion characters. So it's easy to get into that. But one of the things DC did it with DC Comics Presents, where Superman would team up with somebody new every week.
Yep.
And Marvel did it with Marvel Team Up, where Spider-Man would team up with somebody. So your top 2 heroes, your top hero for each company. And of course, I think it was it 71 Spider-Man passed Superman in overall sales?
I have no clue.
It was in the early 70s.
Yeah.
And so now Marvel's doing this. And here we have a team up with an X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got a team up with Nightcrawler, and the X-Men are hot.
At the time, sure.
At the time.
Yeah, and now, but
Yeah, well, I mean, they go in and out of favor, but we're a few years past Giant Size X-Men number 1. The new lineup is well cemented, and of course, X-Men. If you know the history of it, it was a failed book.
Right.
It failed. Nobody liked Cyclops because he's a jerk, and the original lineup with Iceman and
Beast,
Marvel Girl,
Angel, Marvel Girl. and there's 5. Oh, who am I forgetting? Beast, Iceman, Cyclops,
Well, Havoc
Supergirl.
Havoc shows up. Polaris comes in.
Yeah, but there's an original 5 because they come back later in the X-Factor.
Wasn't Sean Cassidy in there?
No, not for the original 5.
Or not the original 5.
But Sean Cassidy did come in, Banshee.
Yeah. So
yep.
You've got, and when you're looking at it, when you're looking at the book, they relaunched the book to great success. A lot of it was due to, obviously, Chris Claremont picking up. He didn't write Giant Size X-Men #1, but he wrote X-Men Forever. And your original artist there, Dave Cockrum. And we got Dave Cockrum design right here because that Nightcrawler design stayed there for a long time. That mankini he wore.
Right. And the story-wise, it was based because he was in a circus and they wanted a flamboyant costume for him. But it's still, the mankini design with the red running right down the
right down the middle, and a lot of skin on the sides there on the cover. So it looks like a Rick Buckler and Joe Rubinstein cover here. And we've got, I don't know who that is shooting at them. I have no idea who that is.
Oh, I've forgotten his name right now. It's like a one-off. It's not a one-off. He's been in like 3 or 4 stories, but I want to say Cross. What's his name?
Well, we don't need to tell him. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. We'll find out. It does say it's his first appearance. So there we go. Clearly they're going to be in a Marvel team up. Clearly they're going to be fighting a villain that's going to show up over and over and over again. I mean, that's what these are known for.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't remember Cutthroat after this. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it.
I don't think he shows up over and over again. Oh, you said his name. I don't think he shows up. He looks like a cross between the Green Arrow and Doctor Doom.
Yes. In fact, I found a description of this book when I look at it online, trying to remind myself of the cover and all the things, because my cover's missing. And I found a story that said, "Oh, Doctor Doom destroys the circus," and I'm like, "That's not Doctor Doom. I read that book." The heck?
Well, if Doctor Doom had destroyed the circus, I don't know that would have been a bad thing for humanity. I mean, the circus.
Actually, the guy who runs this circus, who was responsible for a lot of problems in Nightcrawler's life.
Well, apparently he was, and you'll probably have to talk about that because I didn't remember that part. So, anyway, we get shoot out over center ring. All right, we're ready. We're ready to dive in here. So we jump in and we get something because Marvel is going to be super fast here for us. And show us the book. Good news, we have a hard copy of the book right here.
Of parts of it.
It's
like this page is missing.
Oh.
So this page is missing off of the first page is missing out of my book.
Well, we don't actually get to read the first page here unless I go run and get my tablet because Marvel Unlimited is a horrible application.
It's being really bad.
I mean, it's just a horrible application.
I have it too.
But we get
phone.
Spider-Man and Nightcrawler. Oh, you got it on your phone. Perfect. Shootout over center ring. And it just gives us the team. So we've got Chris Claremont, Michael Nasser, who we found out also goes by another name.
Michael Netzer.
And Rick Buckler. Nasser does the first 13 pages and has to be cleaned up by Rick Buckler. Maybe that's why he didn't do a lot of books because you have to finish books to keep jobs.
Yeah.
Especially, and we're into the Jim Shooter era. So you really had to finish books to keep jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Gerber would tell you that on Howard the Duck. They got in a little fight over that. So Carl Gafford colors. I love Carl Gafford. So cool thing here. There's a whole bunch of Legion connections.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Carl Gafford did a lot of coloring for Legion.
That's cool.
Nightcrawler was supposed to be in the Legion.
So much crossover between Marvel and DC, and they acted for so long like they were these big separate companies. They didn't like each other, but so many artists went back and forth, and they took some ideas and kind of leaned them into the other company. Yeah.
Well, I've said it on the podcast a bunch of times, so I won't get us off into a Legion. But originally, when Dave Cockrum created Nightcrawler and Storm and a bunch of the new heroes and new costume designs, he originally drew them as a concept design called The Outsiders for the Legion of Superheroes. It was supposed to be a spin-off book. He got a huge fight with DC Comics because he drew a giant tabloid comic and they wouldn't give him the centerfold page that he wanted of Bouncing Boy and I think it was Bouncing Boy and Dua Zambel's wedding. Oh. So he wanted the splash page that he drew. They wouldn't give him the art, and so he quit. and he left. And when Greg and I met Jim Shooter before he passed away, so last year at SummerCon, he told us that Dave Cockrum should be getting the credit for the X-Men's costumes, and that John Byrne gets maybe too much. Well, we said that, and he said he agreed. John Byrne should get credit for all the other things John Byrne has done, and maybe we should let Dave Cockrum have this one. Also told us a story about how he was roomies with Dave Cockrum. In an apartment, so that's kind of cool. And we start right here with that era of X-Men. Of course, John Byrne took over as the artist too. One of the things about the team-up books, though, is you actually usually didn't get the art team that was drawing these characters. Usually going to be somebody else. So you're not looking at like John Buscema coming in here and drawing Spider-Man, right?
Right. And I don't know who was drawing. Do you off the top of your head who was drawing X-Men? X-Men, because
I think it'd be John Byrne.
I think we're probably. You're probably right.
It should have been. I'm pretty sure it had been John Byrne at this point in '79, and so. Which makes sense. And then, so we're getting, you get kind of, sometimes on the team up books, you get an art team that maybe isn't the best art team. No, I didn't mind the art in this book.
No, I like it. I mean, there's a couple places where I'm like, whoa, what is that? The page that we can't see, the first page is really interesting to me. First of all, because it introduces, it doesn't introduce, but it brings in Amanda Sefton, who is Nightcrawler's future wife. And she's also a super powerful sorcerer and took over for the ownership of Limbo for magic for a while. Actually used the soul sword, and she's just a flight attendant in this. And she went into secret and became a flight attendant, and then that's where Nightcrawler and she fell in love. And there was a whole series of X-Men stories where she was just a flight attendant and Nightcrawler's girlfriend.
And really inconsequential in the story as we go from there. It's just kind of there.
Right. Yeah, it's just there because she doesn't do anything with it. And it brings up a whole question for me. Like, she seems so worried. So if she's this sorceress, why didn't she do a little twinkle twinkle in the background and take care of the problem and just not let anybody know? I don't know.
Well, we don't know, but she seems very annoyed with Nightcrawler because he was late. But
yes,
he gives her the big smooch, and then they're friends again.
I do have to share that if you're on the second page of the book, it reminds me very much of the Spider-Man picture in the movie where he comes down, hanging down, and pulls his mask down and gives a kiss. So, and this was definitely prior to that, 1979. So I'm wondering if they took inspiration. I don't know if this has happened before. I haven't paid enough attention.
Oh, I'm sure that they read this book right here.
And
then made the movie. Yeah. I mean, that's.
Well, I was thinking, if I'm a movie writer and I see that image, then maybe when I'm writing the movie, go, oh, that's a great image, and don't remember where it came from, but then I put it in my movie.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, it's a good thing we have your hardcover because, as usual, Disney and I'm gonna get sued. Disney and Marvel Comics are doing a bang up job letting us use the Marvel Unlimited service.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Good news, we have the book right here, but we also have a page. So we flipped the page, and hey, did you know that this book has page numbers?
Oh, well, I mean, I know because I'm looking at it right now. But...
Well, Travis Webb would have told us that at the beginning of this book, they were using sort of the Marvel method of introducing the characters and telling you who they are and setting the place for the story and giving you everything you need to know about the book.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis should take note because books like Starlight don't have page numbers. And so it makes it really difficult for you to follow along and tell like the listener what's going on. Oh, but when you have page numbers, it's really easy.
Page number, yes. Although the page number isn't on the Marvel Unlimited. So if you're reading it digitally, I don't know.
We don't know the page numbers. Right. Yeah. So just, page numbers good in general. I'm personally a big fan of page numbers.
Well, I kind of like page numbers too.
Well, Nightcrawler freaks out because he sees a logo on a plane. Now it looks like the most generic logo possible. It's just an A on a tail of the airplane.
Yep.
And Nightcrawler notices this, and apparently we had recently got one of the. I hope you can understand the sarcasm that I speak the next words with. One of the best Chris Claremont storylines in the X-Men, Arcade and Murderworld.
I looked that up. I looked at some Chris Claremont top 15 stories, and I don't remember arcade and the X-Men arcade in Murderworld.
It wasn't.
But it wasn't on that list.
Oh, shocking!
I'm
I am. It is incredibly hard to believe that Arcade and Murderworld didn't make it.
Yeah.
I do believe it made it on the cartoon, didn't it?
I
mean, I'm wearing the shirt. I should know.
Yeah, I think there's a time that they get captured.
Well, they definitely went to the Mojoverse.
Oh yeah, definitely the Mojoverse, and changed the story. Of course, that you get liberties when you translate the comic medium to movies and TV and animation. You definitely get to make your own stories when they're on there. I have no problem with that. Sometimes I get like, wait a minute, that's not the story.
It's a different universe.
It's a different universe. Yes,
all you have to remember is it's a different universe, and you don't worry about it.
So the comics are 616.
Yeah.
Except for, as we know, if you know about Doctor Strange, 616 doesn't exist. It's a recreation of Doctor. Never mind that. That's a story we didn't want to talk about.
Yeah, it's a one-time story. Well, we can talk about anything we want to. So, anyway, we get into the book, and Nightcrawler, it gives us a flashback. So again, Marvel method, and he sees he sneaks onto the plane. And he sees a bunch of pinball machines, and he's having a flashback. It's not good times for Nightcrawler. He apparently did not have a good time on Murderworld. I mean, Murderworld sounds so friendly, though. I mean, it's a very subtle name.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds very friendly. It sounds like you'd have a great time there.
It's games, right? Just to have fun, right? I think I read that story. Like, Arcade puts them in balls, and they are bouncing around a pinball machine. And
now they did that on the Super Friends cartoon.
Oh, they did? I don't remember that one. I think
that was on a challenge of Super Friends when they went through with the black hole, and they went through a black hole, and then they were in a giant pinball machine, but they did some other stuff too. And then they had to wait. It was like Aquaman. No, it wasn't Aquaman. It was Hawkman, Wonder Woman, and Black Vulcan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Black Vulcan.
Otherwise known as Black Lightning, but they didn't use Black Lightning because they didn't want to pay And so they were stuck, and they went through a black hole. And so they had to wait until Green Lantern and Superman came, and then this is how science works, because Green Lantern and Superman combined their powers together and pulled them out of the black hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything could be pulled out of a black hole.
Oh, well, that's apparently if Green Lantern and Superman combine their powers, you can go out of a black hole. It's physics.
Okay. But if you've been
don't think about it.
If you've been watching, the power level of Green Lantern, if the recent Superman movie, they talk about, Nathan Fillion talks about how
Nathan Fillion, not friend of the podcast. Go.
He's not a friend of the podcast? You don't like Nathan Fillion? We've talked about that.
You clearly don't listen to the podcast.
No, I don't listen
to the podcast. Anyway, continue.
It's bad.
Continue on the greatness of Nathan Fillion. No,
greatness of Nathan Fillion. I personally like him and his acting, but
I think he's playing the best possible character. Guy Gardner is an asshole, bigamist. Is he a bigamist? I don't think so.
I don't think he's a bigamist in DC Comics.
I'm gonna just give him attributes that
just give him.
He's an abuser. He's a terrible. Well, anyway.
It doesn't matter. The point that I'm trying to make is that there's talk among the director, and I've lost his name right now, of the
James Gunn
and Nathan Fillion, about if Superman and Green Lantern actually went at it, it'd be a close fight. And you'd probably be surprised that Green Lantern would probably beat him.
Well, now that Green Lantern, well, we're off topic already. Now that Green Lantern doesn't have the yellow impurity,
right?
I think it would be very difficult. When Green Lantern could be defeated by a dead end sign.
A traffic cone.
Yeah.
Well, no, traffic cone. Some
traffic sign.
Traffic sign.
Just hit him with a traffic sign. I mean, I think Superman probably wins that one.
Yes.
So.
Here's an interesting question. How does Green Lantern's ring work under a yellow sun? At all?
Well, it can't hit the yellow. Well, anyway, so Nightcrawler.
Yeah, back to Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler is reliving his experience on Murderworld.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, oh, there goes Arcade. I don't like Arcade. He's a bad guy. Is that a fair assessment of this page? And then he grabs his girlfriend. Yeah.
Well, he teleports out of the plane.
Yeah.
And if you know about Nightcrawler, when he teleports, he does what?
Well, he goes to a ski resort in... It's true.
He goes to a ski resort for a while and then comes back.
Yeah, he always says Banff.
Oh, Banff. Banff. What ski resort is Banff?
It's in Canada.
Oh, so I didn't even know there was a ski resort called Banff in Canada.
That's how he became friends with Wolverine.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he was skiing in Canada. But when he teleports, he leaves the smell of brimstone.
Yes.
and we're building that whole
What does brimstone smell like?
It smells like stone that is brim.
I don't know. I've heard.
I don't know. Sulfur, maybe.
Is it sulfur?
I think it's
Okay.
sulfurish.
What does? I mean, we could look this up while we're analyzing the page. I mean, that's what the internet's for, is asking questions like, "What does brimstone smell like?" Yeah.
Yes, but we need smell-o-vision, right?
Yeah.
Smell-o-vision that would spray this.
Oh, hey, it's a top search here.
Oh, yeah.
Brimstone, historically associated with sulfur, you were correct, has a strong, pungent odor, often described similar to rotten eggs or burning matches. Okay, well, there we go.
Yep.
So it smells like burnt matches every time he teleports.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, he goes back to the sorceress.
Yes, the non-sorceress.
The non-sorceress.
Amanda, the flight attendant.
The flight attendant, who's more powerful than anyone in this story.
Right. By far. Easy.
Okay.
Yep.
And Arcade's just going off about Fatso. Fatso, geez, here we go. Arcade, you are a bad guy.
Yes.
You're kind of a jerk.
Yep.
And then he's like, what's this brimstone smell? And he's like, well, I'll be. Only one body in the world makes a stink like that. You know, I don't think that's true. I think there are quite a few human bodies that make a stink like that. Like, I mean, poor Nightcrawler. Like,
I was on the train to PAX and probably smelt a few bodies that smelled like that.
Yeah, or, you know, things that come out of bodies that smell like that, I think. Well, I don't know who this woman is in the Electra costume.
Well, kind of. She's got like an Electra costume, but she's got
like a half of Electra.
Her right arm is completely exposed, and her right leg is completely exposed.
Oh, and we are missing some gems by looking at the screen, because we had a Hubba Bubba ad in here.
Gunfighter ads. Yes.
An ad for ROM.
Yes.
What? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
This is why it's fun to have the original. Oh, we're not to the ROM ad yet, though. Okay, so yeah, do you know who this person is?
I've lost her name. It's in Miss Locke. It's on there. Miss Locke. She's Arcade she's like a martial artist and an assassin, and she helps Arcade with protect him and help him with his murder world. And the guy that he's talking about is actually Amos Jardine. And it's interesting. I think it's a Chris Claremont kind of ad here, is because,
well, he is writing the book.
Oh, I know. But what I'm saying is, we're getting more backstory on the characters, and Jardine owned the circus that Nightcrawler was in Germany, and he was an acrobat. And when Jardine bought the circus, he put Nightcrawler and put him in the freak show.
Apparently, he only had 5 appearances in Earth 616. So he started out in Man-Thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because Man-Thing was in the circus too, and I don't remember who. Oh, it was Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man helped him. It's actually another Marvel team up.
So it's a Marvel team up storyline. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's good. So we've got some continuity in the old Marvel team up here.
Right. And so Jardine is through this. I think they wanted to kind of make him like a little bit of behind the scenes bad guy, but then I don't think he was impressive enough or memorable enough or flashy enough. Who knows? We'd have to ask Chris, I guess.
Yeah, which you still can. So
yeah, you still can.
Well, I actually really like the panel layout on this page, where you've got a split panel of the scene with Locke and Jardine, and in the background you have Amanda and Kurt in the background talking and planning about what they're going to do. And now Chris Claremont is an amazing writer, obviously, and wrote the X-Men for a long time, and wrote many things. And I wouldn't want to challenge, of course, living legends writing. But
a little bit, maybe, because we're allowed. Everybody's allowed.
But Nightcrawler's power is to teleport, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And do we know has any magical powers at this point?
Nope, not at all. Okay. And he doesn't, because he actually talks about it in here. If I leave her here, she might get hurt. Yeah. So I better take her with me so I can protect her.
Why? Well, you could just leave her there
and let her stay at the airport with all the police and the security and all that kind of stuff there.
Okay, so we're not going to know about being a sorcerer until it looks like 6 months from now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're setting it up. Claremont's setting it up, but not yet. And anyway, they decide to go in a trunk. of a limousine.
Of Jardine's limousine.
Okay. I mean, that is a strategy, of course.
Yes. Well, they overheard Jardine firing Arcade to assassinate a hero, and it's not Nightcrawler. So if it's not Nightcrawler, who do you think that Jardine wants to assassinate gets assassinated?
Yeah. Okay.
The spider.
I will say the next page where they're traveling in the limousine and they're telling a story. There's a lot of text on this page, but it's fine because the panel layouts are really nice and accompany the text. Yep. And there's a big long string of text, but they just kind of give it its own box. So maybe a little bit of overriding on this page, but again, they're giving you all the background. So this is telling us the whole background of Jardine and
what I shared with you about the circus and that kind of stuff.
What he's doing, and yeah, why Nightcrawler is having this massive reaction to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we flip the page in the book, and we get an ad for one thing that is awesome, and one thing that is okay, and one thing that is totally disgusting. So there's an ad for Whoppers, which...
Do you want me to guess which one you think is disgusting?
Yeah.
The Whoppers?
Iron-On Cheryl Ladd patch, and what is this? Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders and Kiss. Or ROM. Which of these things do I think are disgusting?
I will think that the T-shirts is disgusting.
Okay.
That I don't know if you like Whoppers or not, which is it's not that weird. My dad really liked Whoppers, but they're okay. The malt I really don't like malt, but ROM is awesome. So I guess Whoppers in the middle. That's how I guess.
Whoppers are at the bottom.
They're at the bottom.
Malted milk is by far one of the most disgusting things ever made. We have an appearance by Juliet here.
Mm-hmm. Juliet coming in. She can't stand us talking without being involved.
Come here, girl. There we go. There's an appearance of Juliet on the podcast. Welcome, Juliet. We're going to put your tail right in Palmer's face.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay.
And then, so we get to the next, we get to the story, and obviously we got to progress this, and everybody ends up at the circus. Awesome. And Nightcrawler's like, aha, I'm at the circus. My outfit was born for this.
Yes. His outfit's born for it.
Do you know, how Cockrum came up with a lot of the costumes like for Legion and X-Men?
I don't.
So he was a big fan of trying to incorporate new fashion trends into the storylines and into comics. So he would actually like watch like fashion shows and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's where you got some of these really like skimpy costumes that he and then Mike Grell, who picked up Legion after him. Mike Grell's kind of known for drawing a lot of the very skimpy costumes too, right? In Warlord as well, and Green Arrow, and less than Green Arrow, I guess, but Warlord for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of the fantasy stuff.
I do want to say, I do want to say that I think that that's a full body costume. It's like a cat suit. I don't think that blue is meant to be his skin.
Blue is his skin. That's for sure his skin.
I don't know about that because he's got gloves on and it seems to be smooth.
That's for sure.
And he's furry.
That's for sure.
Like Nightcrawler is furry. Like when they draw Beast, he's furry.
Did you see those muscles on the cover? That's for sure his skin. Like, look at that.
Well, but you could see Spider-Man's muscles through the blue too. What? I think it's a costume. We'd have to look and see.
I think it's some skin.
Yeah, but you think it's some skin?
Well, look at the other acrobats. So they are open at the top and closed at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well,
it doesn't really matter.
It clearly does matter.
For those of you who may think that it's a costume, I think it is a costume.
No,
Dan thinks it's skin.
No, the red is the costume, the gloves are the costume, but everything else is furry Nightcrawler.
Furry Nightcrawler. Okay.
That's just way too much. That's just way too much costume to wear around to be mobile and to bamf everywhere. And you may be right, but I don't know. It looks like it's sitting over, so it's a two-piece costume, maybe.
Yeah, but if it's not a costume, if you look,
it could be
like he'd be completely exposed at the bottom.
I mean, you may be right, but look how the neckline, the face and the neck goes right. It doesn't look like there's no split there. Is he wearing a mask too? Is his hair a costume?
I don't know for sure.
I don't see any split there.
I don't know.
And it looks like the red's a part of the boots.
A little split.
Nightcrawler may just like to be a little exposed when he's out in public. I mean, it's it could be fun. Like you got to move around a lot like that. Well, anyway, we are venturing with Nightcrawler and what is or isn't his costume into the circus here.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out this Jardine guy wants to kill Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because everybody does, apparently.
At center stage.
Yeah.
And he's thinking about it as a it'll make me popular. Everybody want to see the circus where Spider-Man died.
And I assume this has something to do with this man thing we were talking about. So, but yeah, like, okay, so we're back in the circus. He's trying to lure Spider-Man out. And Nightcrawler's figured out the plot. And he's going to go take care of things. And then, lo and behold, guess who's taking pictures in the audience?
Surprise.
Oh, Peter Parker has made an appearance. By the way, Peter Parker in his own team-up book makes his first appearance on page 11.
Page 11, yes.
So we've...
Well, and the only way you know it's Peter Parker is there's a P. Parker on the front of his camera. And I always wondered about, like, oh, we label everything. I should label this T-shirt Palmer's T-shirt, or label this microphone Dan's microphone. But I don't know. Different artists.
And we flipped the page. We flipped the page in our book, and we get more ads because this is a comic book.
Yes.
And number one in my Hulk books that I was getting as a little kid, though didn't understand as a 5-year-old. Trust me, like But I remember these ads for the Merry Christmas, Mighty Marvel's big money saving offer.
Yeah, the offers. In fact, I talked to my parents into subscribing to Marvel Team Up from one of those ads.
Based off the holiday.
Based off the holiday ad. Not this one, and a previous one. And they talked me into doing Marvel Team Up so I'd see lots of heroes, is what they did.
And we can enter the Bubble Yum sweepstakes. So we've had Hubba Bubba and Bubble Yum. I mean,
which are both still around. They're harder to find.
What if you combine the two?
I've probably done it. I chew gum a lot, but I don't know, what happens. I could definitely tell you that a rend in reality does not, and a black hole does not form and suck the planet in.
It would be a sticky situation, though.
Yes, it would be very sticky.
So we've got this here.
But it would definitely be sweet.
It would be. Okay. So.
God is sweet. Okay, never mind.
Nope. Response 8. Nope. Response 9. So, Nightcrawler goes and tries to take a bullet for Spider-Man, thinking he could dodge it with his massively cool acrobatic skills because he's Nightcrawler, and he has a tail.
Yes.
And he goes up, and a gun pops out and shoots at him, and he's got some sort of magic rocket bullets.
He's got all kinds of weird little bullets, and later they talk about him as darts, but
rockets, darts,
something, I don't know. There's rockets and darts, apparently. I don't know what it is.
He has a gun that shoots a lot of different types of bullets.
Yes.
Interesting.
I wonder who else does those kind of things.
With arrows.
With arrows. Yeah,
Well, anyway, the explosion knocks Nightcrawler around, but Spidey comes to the rescue, jumps on Nightcrawler's back, which doesn't really seem like it would help.
No. I think maybe he's trying to swing in and pull him out of the way, but yeah, because they both fall.
Well, he's really doing it to keep his costume on, so the audience isn't shocked.
Right. And his leg is strategically placed in front of that spot that we were talking about with the costume, not costume.
Well, see?
Maybe it is.
Anyway, we get to the next page, and Amanda notes the crowd is loving the action of Spider-Man trying to save Nightcrawler. Spider-Man saves himself. Nightcrawler hooks himself with his tail. I imagine that hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The guy with the gun that now looks a lot like Oliver Queen.
Oh, yeah, he does look like a little bit
It literally looks like Oliver Queen.
It does.
Like it is.
It's like a green hood.
A green hood.
And he's looking.
And a mustache.
Like the beard, Ollie's beard that's nice and trimmed, perfect.
But he has a gun that shoots a lot of different kind of bullets.
Yes.
And things.
I have a question about that. If it's a gun and it's got a clip, how does he choose which does he just plan out so well that he shoots whatever bullet he wants?
I don't know, but we missed something important.
Yeah.
We, in the middle of this, holy crap.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We got ads for every Star Wars toy. Like.
Yes. It's awesome.
I want that. Can you get me this?
Can get you the Sandcrawler?
Yeah.
I don't think they sell that from this ad anymore. Oh, it says see your favorite toy store now. Do you have a favorite toy store?
They're mostly closed.
I know. I mean, online maybe, I guess. eBay?
Well, I did get some see.
Oh, yeah. Hey, like we were talking about, there's Nathan Fillion.
And that is not Nathan Fillion.
Guy Gardner.
No, this is worse. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I mean, it could happen. So you never know. But basically, another shot kind of knocks Spider-Man around. Now Spidey's falling. Now Nightcrawler, so we flipped. Now Nightcrawler has to save Spider-Man. So he yells the name of a Canadian ski city.
He teleports again. Bamf, smell of brimstone. The one thing about this panel is it's interesting because he supposedly teleports twice to cross like 50 feet or something. And there's no brimstone on that one little piece. It's like falling letters, Bamf, and an image of him spinning around. Oh, it's Banff. I can't even say the difference now. It's BANFF, not BAMF. Do you see the difference?
I mean, it's
maybe
is a little bit different.
Yes. Then
So if he accidentally says an he ends up in Canada.
Yes.
But if he says an M, he ends up, and there's 2 F's too.
There's 2 F's in the Canadian hotel.
Yeah. So we could get directions.
But some of the inkers and some of the pencilers would make Banff with BAAMMM. I mean, depending upon what they wanted to do. So it could be this.
We could travel there in 10 hours and 24 minutes just to check it out.
10 hours. Well, and that would be a feat for Nightcrawler. Just learning later about the limits of his power is he can't teleport but like 2 or 3 miles, and it's affected by the pole, like by magnetics and the earth and that kind of stuff. So like he can go farther.
Doesn't he sort of have to visualize where he's going to?
He does. He does have to visualize,
or he could end up inside of a mountain or something. Like he could teleport blind, but it seems like a bad idea.
But he talks about when he teleports, it puts a strain on his body. And not in this comic, in different comics, it puts a strain on his body, so he can't teleport more than about 2 or 3 miles unless he's teleporting with the magnetic poles of the earth or something. I don't know.
Actually,
according to physics.
Well, if we just had some file cabinets around us with some comic books in them, we could go to them. We could go to them like She-Hulk.
I don't see them at all. I don't know.
We could go to them like She-Hulk does when she's doing cases, and just pull them out
and pull the case
out.
Yes,
we could get the case law on the power,
on how far he can teleport. Well,
we get to pay. We're on page 18 now, and everybody is copacetic. Spidey and Nightcrawler. Oh wait, no, they're not safe because the Oliver Queen. We don't have a name for this guy yet in the book.
It did actually say it said his name. It said Cutthroat is an assassin. On one of the previous, like 4 pages back, when he shot first, right there, I think. So go back and
who shot first?
No, on the other side.
Who shot first?
Well, Han shot first in that, but here,
Cutthroat.
Yes.
Perhaps for an average assassin with average equipment, but although Cutthroat, who we don't know who that person is, may not quite be in Arcade's league, but neither is he average. Well,
he doesn't make mistakes.
But he's not real great.
No.
Is he just slightly above average? Are we talking about like maybe he had like a 71 grade point and like a C, like just barely?
We could be a C.
That's usually not average anymore, though. I think A is like average now these days. But anyway,
yes,
Nightcrawler, instead of bamfing in, bursts in through some equipment to go after Mr. Cutthroat.
It's supposed to be some kind of control booth or something, but like he was shooting, so wouldn't the window already be open? Or
now Cutthroat is wearing like a costume design that is a combination of the Green Arrow's costume of a Cobra costume, not G.I. Joe Cobra, right? Like DC Cobra.
Yeah.
And Dr. Doom all at the same time.
Kind of, and he's got little things on his waist. It kind of looks like first when I read it, they looked like they were skulls to me. I agree, but I don't know that those are skulls.
This is a man out of time because he had pouches in comics long before pouches were cool for costumes in comics. Like,
sure,
I think a young Rob Liefeld saw this and was like Listen, pouches should be everywhere. Like, everybody needs fucking pouches. Like, this is Pouch Supreme right here. That could be its name.
Yeah. You know, I think Liefeld should have drawn Nightcrawler because his feet are so weird. It wouldn't have mattered if he drew him bad.
That's a good point.
You know, he should have drawn Nightcrawler.
You know, Liefeld's Liefeld's been all over the internet lately. Maybe we let him know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, actually, he said something impressive the other day. He was talking about his Mount Rushmore of comic book creators, and Neil Adams was on his Mount Rushmore, and he said Neil Adams is the best illustrator in the history of comics, which I agreed. So
it's hard to who do you list as better? I mean, who could you say is better? And I, on top of my head, I can't. Now, I did tell you I don't follow artists and creators as much, but I can't think of anybody.
It is hard to identify anybody that's better. I mean, honestly, but I mean, there are a lot of great. Obviously, there are a ton of great artists. So and I think with art also it depends on your style, right, and what you prefer. But man, Neil Adams, even though he did go crazy for a while and think space aliens were real, which I do too. But I mean,
space aliens are real, but are they interested in us?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, there are so many great illustrators out there too. But yeah, I was surprised that Neil Adams made his list, honestly, based on how he draws.
So I love Neil Adams' work, but right here I have a bone to pick with this page. So we get here.
So we're onto the Rick Buckler pages, by the way.
Oh yeah. He busts in the window, and he's fighting him, and he's got his one hand on a gun, left hand on his chest, and he's got his foot like bent up way up to his chest, on his chest as well, because Nightcrawler's super flexible. And he punches him with his left hand. Now, if you're going to punch somebody, where do you punch somebody? Do you punch them in the arm? Do you punch them in the leg? Do you punch them in the chest? Or do you punch them in the wide open face when you're trying to punch somebody? I'm thinking about face, but Nightcrawler punches him dead in the chest.
And it hurts his hand because he's wearing like super armor or something.
Some kind of body armor.
It hurts his hand so much he falls down and is in pain.
He's like, ow. And then this above average, he does punch him back, but Nightcrawler's like,
Well, I mean, he punched him in the chest and then took a right hook to the jaw. I mean, that could fell anybody. We have more ads, by the way.
Oh, nice.
We get Elastic superheroes. Oh, Mego. These are Mego here. Okay. And then we have an advertisement for the ROM comic book written by Bill Mantlo and drawn by Sal Buscema.
Yeah.
So you get like a preview page.
Yeah, like a one-page preview of him fighting deviants.
Well, we flip the page here, and we get Spider-Man trying to get people out of the way because now...
I do have to point out.
I'm not sure. How did this happen? So Spider-Man pops in.
He helps him up.
Oh, this guy's gone, though. Cutthroat.
Yeah, the guy ran away.
Okay.
And Spider-Man helps him up, and then he teleports, they swing out, and he's running out of the crowd.
Yeah.
And if you're reading along, you've got to read this. Page 22, the top right-hand panel, there is a guy running in the crowd with a Superman t-shirt on.
Yeah, which is weird.
And it doesn't make me wonder, is Earth 616 and the DC universe actually the same universe?
Also, or was Rick Buckler just drawing for DC literally a year before? Yep. And probably moved over to Marvel after the DC implosion happened, which we've chronicled on this podcast. It also did happen at Marvel, but for a quick recap, a giant snowstorm and increased paper prices had DC cancel a crap ton of books. And the book Rick Buckler was working on, Karate Kid, which is another Legion book.
Sure. Yeah.
So we've got another Legion tie-in. We had a Legion artist coming over to X-Men and creating all the costumes. And then Rick Buckler drew a book, which I didn't enjoy very much, but called Karate Kid. Well, he drew some covers for it. And now he's over here. And conveniently, there's a Superman in the corner. Do you think he's sending a message?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to send a peace message. Like to say, hey, we can all be friends.
Or maybe I can come back and you can pay me for
you can pay me for doing a book I like instead of filling in for Netzer when he left for whatever reason. We don't know why.
Why he didn't finish the book.
Why he didn't finish the book, yeah.
Well, now we have everybody's favorite, stampeding circus animals?
Yes.
Because the solution to this is to not use my gun with its many cool things,
Yes.
but it's to release all the animals so they can stampede.
Yes. Tigers and elephants. And it says all, but we just see tigers and elephants, I think. I don't even think there's a lion. I don't even remember. We'd have to look at the next page to see if there's a lion.
I mean, it looks like Cutthroat sort of has a long history that pops up after this. He apparently defeated Mangler and Deathstroke. Wait, how did he defeat Deathstroke?
I don't, I don't, maybe that's different.
Well, maybe they had to defeat Deathstroke to get rid of the character. Oh, we're going way into Cutthroat's future here.
Yes.
Oh, he trained with the Taskmaster. Well, of course, because yeah, gross. Am I not the only? Am I the only person that hates the Taskmaster? Like,
well, it's just a weird thing. The Taskmaster's a weird thing. Like, I guess you get paid a lot of money to train, henchmen.
Okay, I mean, I don't want to judge people that need Taskmasters or anything.
Sure.
I mean, that's their personal choice and everything.
Sure.
Like I mean, we don't get into people's personal habits. And
I wonder if a Taskmaster talked Nightcrawler into wearing his mankini.
That's possible.
Maybe Amanda Septon
is the Taskmaster, or is she the Keymaster?
The Keymaster.
That's the well, I would never get. I would never get distracted.
Stampede.
Animal Stampede. You could sell the grit.
You can get grit.
You can sell it.
It's not selling grit.
Yeah,
Is it the costume? Oh yeah.
No, it's always selling it. Selling the grit. I've never seen the grit ever in all the time.
Oh.
And more Star Wars.
Right.
There's a lot of Star Wars.
A sweepstakes too.
It's almost like
$5,000.
It's almost like Marvel Comics had the license for Star Wars comics or something.
Previously,
they're advertising it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, we've got a big stampede going on, and Spider-Man's taking care of the stampede. Nightcrawler goes to take care of Cutthroat. Cutthroat looks like he's going to take out Nightcrawler one more time.
Yep.
And then, as he's about to finish him off, all of a sudden, with a swip, there we go, and a click, but the click doesn't go anywhere.
Yep.
Cutthroat's gun blows up in his face.
Yep.
And he survives.
Yes. Well, because he's wearing armor.
In his face.
In his face. Well,
he wasn't wearing face armor. You know what it was?
Maybe there's a drop mask.
When you have a mustache and beard
of that authority and power.
Yeah, of that authority and power. Like when you have an Oliver Queen style, like Mike Grell inspired, like just beautiful man like that. Right. Like you can't,
Which is why Oliver Queen can stand toe-to-toe with literal gods and super beings and be like, oh, here's an arrow, bam, I knocked you out. But
as you know from Green Arrow comics, the only thing that can defeat Oliver Queen is his own chili.
Oh, his own chili, yes.
Yeah, so here we have, and a punch from Green Lantern in a river.
I don't remember that one. But
I do.
Yeah. Because they were in a comic together for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one, too. That's good. I love Green Lantern. Green Lantern's one of my favorite heroes.
So that was the whole Neil Adams run.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, Cutthroat's next idea, Cutthroat's out. He's done. Yep. And now Jardine is going to take Amanda. And take her and hold her hostage to now try to defeat, I don't know. He's not the best villain, Mr. Jardine.
No, he tries to hold her hostage so he can escape. But when he opens the door, Cutthroat's in there all tied up. Yeah. Spider-Man special, wrapped up. He should have left a note on him.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
And then Nightcrawler bamfs in.
Again.
Skis in.
And teleports.
And grabs the gun. And then Spidey hits him with a web ball and then a punch.
Oh, and this is this panel here, if you're reading along, the punch is super weirdly drawn for me. Is because
wait, before you continue on.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Did you get your hostess fruit pie, and is that why you're upset about the punch here?
Possibly because I didn't get my fruit pie. I couldn't let go of the punch.
Okay.
So Spider-Man's got this weird punch. He's standing on his left leg with his right leg up and his right hand like this, and he's like this, and he's facing that way. And it's like, how are you punching somebody like this? It makes no sense to me. and he calls it a roundhouse, but that's obviously an uppercut. And what's that? Is that who's the guy who does the uppercut in Mortal Kombat? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But
Ryu Ken?
I guess
No, you're talking about Street Fighter.
Street Fighter, not Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter. I'm sorry.
Rukin.
Oh, Rukin, yes. And he punches the man who can lift 10 tons, punches Jardine, knocks him back onto his car, and
he's alive too.
He's alive too.
Yeah, they mention it. They note that.
Well, they note that the punch didn't knock him out.
Yep. Well,
He's dead.
Oh, he was out before?
There is a narco dart
Oh, they got him.
on him. They
Yeah.
got him. So
That-
apparently the punch of 10 tons of force did not stop the evil circus owner, but a dart with a stylized
But one of the arrows.
a stylized A on it. It's got an A on it.
Oh, so the arcade
Hey.
storyline is going to continue
It's
for
coming
Spider-Man.
back.
But Nightcrawler says, I want to go have sex with Amanda, and leaves.
Well, he just used those words.
And
He says TLC.
Spider-Man says, looks like I get to stuck up mopping up again. Da 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 da. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it wasn't the worst story.
No.
I could see for an 8-year-old how this story would be awesome.
Yes.
I
Yep.
didn't hate the art. I thought most of the panel layouts were pretty cool. I feel like they did kind of go downhill with Rick Buckner's. Rick, rest in peace. I mean, you've done a lot of things, so
Yes.
maybe not the best effort here, but you also gave us a story by picking up the last few pages, which wouldn't have
Yes.
been drawn if you hadn't done it.
Something
so
else weird
yeah.
would happen. Who would have done it? I don't know.
No one.
No one.
And,
Maybe we wouldn't know that Amanda and Nightcrawler were going off to get some TLC.
and some important things here. Hey, we have the letters page here.
Yes.
I was gonna go. What else was happening in Marvel Comics at this time? Do we know? Shogun Warriors number 12. Daredevil number 162. Requiem for a Pug.
I don't know.
Did he die?
Where?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, who knows? Avengers number 191. Here's your land here. The
Hmm.
Avengers on trial. The Grey
Okay.
Gargoyle strike.
Well, how many times the Avengers were put on trial because of Peter Henry Gyrich? Ugh.
Star Wars number 31. Return to Tatooine.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
How many times do we get to go back to Tatooine? Why is Tatooine? I mean, I get it, right? Anakin Skywalker was born on Tatooine, Darth Vader, all these kind of things. We keep going back to Tatooine, Tatooine. It's like this planet on the rim. It's like, why do we keep going back there?
More importantly, though, what was happening in X-Men? Because that's it. It's a
To
mystery.
see exactly where.
What? I want to know
we
what this
are.
is. It says, X-Men 129. Professor X returns. How many times did Professor X return?
return. Maybe that one.
It says the description here says Professor X returns. A new mysterious mutant enters the fold, and there's a crisis in Chicago.
Oh, there's a Hellfire Club.
Oh,
Sebastian
Hellfire
Shaw
Club.
Yep.
Okay, it's Hellfire Club time.
You know, and I think this is pretty soon after this. Claremont does the. I want to say it's like around the same time where he actually depowers Storm.
Mm.
So I think it's maybe in this sequence about the same time he decides to take away her powers and make her.
It's Kitty Pryde's first appearance.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the same month. Well, it says the release date was October.
Yeah,
cover
that's the
date
same
January.
month. Yeah, that's what this was. So,
Yep.
yep. All right. Well, Kitty Pryde appears when Nightcrawler, and that's funny. So Nightcrawler's in a different book when Kitty Pryde appears, but he's in the X-Men book too.
Right.
Can I just say, anytime I see this right here,
James Logan Howlett.
it just pisses me off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's
But
that's a whole podcast for another day.
I do want to say, just on that scene, I actually read something somewhere where I think in comics, Logan or Wolverine says, "Hey, I'm not James Howlett." So he's putting things in. Maybe he's just talking about I'm not that person anymore.
Maybe that's on Earth
But-
617.
Seven. But no, I think in the comics coming out around now, there's a scene where he rejects the James Howlett like storyline, because it's a weird storyline. The whole storyline's weird because he's like this wimpy,
I can't believe I haven't sold it
frosty
yet.
kid, and like I don't know. It's just weird.
ROM Space Knight #2.
Yeah.
The dire wraiths threaten to destroy the Starborn.
Cyborg Knight.
Yeah.
Cyborg Knight. Okay.
There we go. Well, there's a lot of things going on, and
Yes.
we're about done, but we hope you had fun with this.
I did.
And we do have a couple of things to advertise.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one, if you want to see Greg and check on him and go see Ian, you could always visit the Retro Emporium in Kent, Washington.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
On Meeker Street.
And
Also,
if you're not, even if you're not the Retro Emporium, like all the retro comic, that kind of stuff, he has been hosting recently some amazing people to come in there and play some music. And he probably shared with you, but it's been really cool. Like I haven't been to a lot of them because I've got 3 kids who, by the way, are all named after superheroes.
yeah.
My oldest is named after Wolverine, is Logan. My middle son is Nathan, who is Cable. And then I have Benjamin Bruce Banner, Ben Grimm, Bruce Wayne. We can go on and on and on.
So there you go. And then, of course, Travis, we mentioned, has a couple of Kickstarter things out. So
Oh, yeah.
definitely the Alex Poon Cyborg continuation. So
Mm.
you should check that out. And of course, Travis from hosting this podcast with me the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And then also, we do have one more shout out, but I bet you have no idea where this is going.
I have no idea where this is going.
You have no idea?
Well, maybe not.
The important thing, if you need an employment lawyer
Oh,
and you need your lawyer to choke out the competition,
yeah.
you can check out Jiu-Jitsu Lawyer Paul. And
Sure.
You can just head over to 27th and Jackson/Bridgeport, and you can go over to Certified Martial Arts, and you can find Paul for either your martial arts needs with Jiu-Jitsu or your legal needs.
Your legal needs.
See, it works. And so we probably could have brought Paul in to see if that punch
Oh, yeah. To
would
tell
actually work. Yeah.
would that punch work with the
Would it
with the
work?
weird-
But probably not.
Probably not.
Okay.
Well, does Paul punch that much? I think he grapples, right?
He can do some punching. But, grapplers don't get their head hit. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Smart. All right. Well, on that note, we are done. But we will, Palmer won't. But I'll see you next time with somebody. Maybe it'll be Palmer. Who knows? But
Yep.
it will very likely be Greg, and it'll very likely be Booster Gold, or this could be the advertisement that never ends. But eventually, we're going to do Booster Gold #1.
Sure.
So, we'll see you all soon. Bye.